we reserve that? Make sure we get the court reporter.
What many people here?
So,
How you doing?
good, I'm exhausted, I came straight from, I didn't even get a chance to stop and pick up my agenda. I had things, everything ran over today. I was, you know, it's like one judge gets you late, and then you're late for everything else. And then you gotta, call and say, call them, tell them I'll be there, as soon as this judge lets me out, I'll be in now. Jeez, I got all day. Hey, you. Great. I didn't really I didn't even get to stop to pick up my civil service packet, so I'm glad you're here. I have nothing. I don't even have a pen. That's right. Yeah. She'll bring more agendas. Yes, you saw this. So, did you see the response email? So Landon got it, my son got an acceptance letter now from University of Dayton, Xavier, Marshall, and he got one from University of Kentucky today. So he's all excited.
Yeah, she probably did.
He has a really big one from Xavier, which is why I'm pushing Xavier. Yeah.
Where's this official? I don't think I have Lisa's before. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. McLean. Me too. The video is on.
I still have to drive my
You're in a jail for this meeting?
tonight.
They're getting copies out there.
He is. He's turning 18.
Those two are the other two I always pick out. Particularly interesting.
And they turned on
I was so tired when I went to work on Monday. I needed it. Well, we had leadership meeting Saturday morning, and then we had, it seemed like there was something else, and then Sunday was the service, after service, and then Monday morning, and then Monday afternoon. And I said in between time, I've got to get ready for the new class on Tuesday. I couldn't go to the movie on Monday afternoon.
make sure we had the location.
I just see my house at 9 o'clock.
Pardon me?
I just see my house at 9 o'clock Sunday. Evening.
Yeah.
You got involved in that, remember how we showed the DC and stuff like that? And everything? You got involved with them in that?
Not a whole lot. I'm videoing.
Oh.
You're on there, my friend.
What's that? I got time anyway, I can get it.
Why was that, you coming? Are you coming? So what's coming to? Yeah, that's where we're at now. Okay. I don't know yet.
I know. This one.
Okay, let me call you. Let me call you back. I just kind of want
I didn't even stop to pick up my file. I just came straight. Okay, we're gonna call this meeting to order, 4:30. We'll do roll call, because you're in.
Holy Burton.
Honorable Jenkins. Okay. public comment. Is there any public comment? Yes.
First, I would like to ask if you have an agenda for this meeting, and also if you have a copy of the minutes for the last meeting.
We have an
We have an
agenda, we don't
agenda.
have a min.
Yeah.
This is a special meeting, so we don't have copies of the regular minutes from the last meeting.
Do you have an agenda for the public?
Yes. For the meeting today?
Yes.
Yes, I do. Tammy's not here yet, but I imagine she has copies of other ones that when she gets here.
Can you tell me if my name appears on that agenda, please?
There are two things.
My name is Tamara
unfinished-
Lowe, for the record.
There are two things under unfinished business. Issue regarding the police sergeant exam, and your name is on here, essentially just to make sure we have somewhere that we've secured and make sure we're in court order, and that's it.
I would just like to express concerns that I was not notified of a meeting on which my name appeared on the agenda.
Okay.
I feel like even though it was a public meeting, and I understand there was some type of public notification made, that it was in the Gazette print edition, I did not see it in the online edition on the radio station, and received no notification from anyone.
Okay, so you're saying that it wasn't publicized correctly, is that what you're saying?
I understand, I was told that it was in the print edition of the Chillicothe Gazette on yesterday. I did look for that information online. I do not subscribe to the Gazette. During the week, I looked online, could not find that information. I could not find it on WKKJ, WBEX, the city's webpage, and I received no notification from the commission that I feel that it is, in my opinion, not appropriate for my name to appear on an agenda for discussion at a meeting, and that I'm not notified of that agenda, or the intent to discuss my name, or whether it was my former position, but at least by name, I understand that I was named on the agenda.
Essentially, my understanding is, Lois, is that we were going to discuss the location of the venue because this was not large enough. If you would like it removed from the agenda, that's fine, but since we've got your hearing next week, essentially we're going to decide to have a larger place. That was it.
Would you like us to remove it from the agenda, or would you like us?
I would ask that there is no further discussion other than the commission's business of proceeding with the previously scheduled appeal hearing.
Okay.
So you're all right with us deciding where to have the hearing?
Yes, I would ask that there is no further discussion
That's fine.
of the process other than the business of the
That's
Civil
the
Service
business we're
Commission.
going to conduct tonight.
Okay. Okay, great. Any other public comment?
Just to go on the record, I mentioned this to you beforehand, but we have invited quite a few people to your meeting on the 29th. So it would behoove you to make sure that you have proper public accommodation for more than, I'd say, 15 or 20 people at least.
One last thing, neither my attorney nor I have received any written documentation or notification of the actual appeal hearing, and I had requested to receive that at your last meeting.
Okay. At the last meeting, you didn't tell us who your attorney was, and I haven't received any notification from an attorney.
That I haven't received anything. I asked to receive, I personally asked to receive written
We can't,
notification.
if you're represented by an attorney, we can't contact you directly.
Who's your attorney this month?
Jim Bolger. So I would again request that written notification of the time, date, and location of that hearing is provided to my attorney. James Bolger.
Okay. Any other public comment? Okay, going to unfinished business, the issue regarding the police sergeant exam.
I would move that we allow Brandon Mather to take the sergeant's exam. I believe that the Uniform Services Employment and Reemployment Rights Act of 1994 clearly applies. I think that Mr. Mather was on active duty at the time the sergeant's exam was offered. Therefore, the act applies. While he was not on active duty at the time that it was posted, I don't see why he should be penalized for filing something that he knew that he would not be able to defend. I also feel as though that he submitted the application within a reasonable period of time after he got back. So I think that clearly we have a moral as well as a legal obligation to follow these things.
Are you seconding the motion?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, any discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Opposed? first issue on the agenda is regarding the appeal hearing scheduled for next week. The location, we're told we need a large location according to the public comment.
Ms. Lowe, do you have a location in mind, or told you to something in mind? Take it to the schools?
I would believe that to be the business of the commission and not of the other parties involved.
Mr. Mulder, I understand you're representing Ms. Mulder, is that correct? Okay. They brought it to our attention that we put on the agenda to make sure that we had this room secured for the hearing, to make sure we had a court reporter. And that was our only issue with that. It's come to our attention now that this room is too small. Is that your understanding?
I don't have any understanding with respect to volume requirements for an appeal hearing.
Okay.
So I guess my input's no particular.
How many people would be testifying or speaking?
I wouldn't think that the witnesses would have seen maybe 2 or 3.
Do you know of any reason why this wouldn't work? I mean, I don't care.
I don't, unless it would be a question of public attendance. That's the only thing I can think of.
Right, and that's what's been mentioned
You know,
today.
I can't speak to that.
Sir, you indicated that there would be more people necessary. I mean,
I had only offered that the superintendent of Chillicothe City Schools has offered to allow us to use the cafeteria for city functions, city business, if you will, if we are needing a space. And if it's something that the cafeteria does not pose a conflict in any way, that we maybe propose contacting city schools to see if we can use the CMS-CHS cafeteria.
how quickly could we find out if that's available?
I can contact them, or I can give them a number if it is commission. Is that for responsibility?
No, that was for the hearing
On the 29th.
which is next week. So is there going to be no problem if we change the location of the hearing?
No, I don't see any problem. I think formal notices sent out, and they ought to probably identify the location.
Okay. So you don't have a problem changing the location to the city school cafeteria to allow for more public
No,
attendance?
I don't at all, as long as it doesn't interfere with the ability of the commission to hold records proceedings.
We're gonna get a court reporter, we just need to know, it's gonna be Jenny Reno, we need to know. Sure. How we're gonna work it out.
Right.
Me too.
So the court reporter has been secured, so, okay, so we'll, as long as it's not, there's no conflict with the school, then we'll assume that we're at the cafeteria. Okay,
At 4:30 on the 29th? 4:30?
Yes. Jim, we will send you formal notification, but you're aware that the hearing is January 29th at 4:30, is that correct?
Yes.
okay. Okay. Okay, there's no other business, there's no others on the agenda, and a motion to adjourn?
We adjourn.
Okay, so adjourn. Thank you for the use of your pen. Okay, probably need to, he took minutes.
It was basically for the sergeant's exam.
Yeah, yes, I think it happened to be on call right now.
It would be the